It's there! Against all the odds! Celebrations out on the pitch!
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Jenner Park for tonight's the family of Cup semi-final between Barrytown and the Saints. We would like to welcome back the officials, players and supporters of the new Saints to Jenner Park this evening. Just a reminder that tonight's semi-final is square after 90 minutes. There will be a penalty shootout to determine which team will progress to the final MG Cup final against Barrytown. Introducing teams for tonight's final MG Cup semi-final, starting with our visitors to the new Saints. 25, Conor Roberts. 2, Josh Pass. 6, Jack Borden. 9, Declan Manus. 11, Adrian Tizovic. 12, Blaine Hudson. 18, Rory Holden. 20, Sean Bradley. 21, Leo Smith. 27, Jake Canavan, and 28, Adam Wilson. Substitutions for the new Saints: number 30, Jack Edwards; 45, Oliver Canavan; 10, Danny Legrand; 17, Jordan Williams; 19, Ben Clark; 22, Danny Davis, and 33, Nathan DeForo. And now, introducing the starting lineup for Willtown, your team, Barrytown. Number 1, Luke Reese. 2, Michael George. 3, Josh Beecher. 4, Callum Sainty. 6, Josh Yoder. 7, Kane McCracken. 8, Ellen Richards. 9, Sam Snake. 14, Robbie Wilmot. 33, Evan Press. And 44, Ryan Kavanagh. Substitutions for Barrytown: number 15, Drew Perrott; 16, Aidan Lewis; 18, Yaya Owen; 24, Will Richards; and 25, Will Armstrong.
Good evening and welcome to Jenner Park. It's the Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final between Barrytown United and the New Saints. I'm Stuart Bloor and I'm joined for the second time this season by Adrian.
Not too bad, thank you, Rev. Another 90 minutes of babysitting for you, so looking forward to a good game here.
Yeah, should be a good game this evening. And as we were just chatting now, well, particularly Barrytown United, they've got nothing to lose at all, have they?
No, it's got the makings of a fantastic game of football, to be honest. Like we were talking, I think, any one of the two teams here, no disrespect to Aberystwyth, but, either one of these two teams who win here have got to fancy their chances in the final. So it's all set up for a corker, to be honest.
Yeah, should be a good game, and the sides have met twice already this season in the league. Once at Park Hall, 4-0 victory to TNS, and here not that long ago a 4-1 win for the visitors. So based on that, it could be a good scoreline, but at what point does previous form come into it, especially when it's a cup game?
Yeah, well, it's a cup semi-final, so doesn't matter what team you are, you've always got to be up for big games, irrespective of what competition it is. It's a fantastic opportunity for both to get to the final. So yeah, it should be an absolute cracking game of football under the lights here tonight.
And we are about to have a minute's silence actually for someone that they've just announced associated with the club that has passed away. So we will be back in due course.
Idris's contributions helped Barry capture the Welsh Cup for the first time in its history, a feat it would take almost 40 years to replicate. We are delighted to induct Idris Diblet into the Barrytown Hall of Fame back in 2022 and pay tribute to some of his accomplishments as he returns to the pitch at Jenner Park. We would like to extend our deepest condolences to Idris Diblet's family and friends at this sad time. Ladies and gentlemen, please pay tribute to Idris Diblet with a minute's applause.
It seems to be quite a popular thing these days. I think it's a nice way of expressing your appreciation of someone's life, isn't it?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's always good to show respect to people that have been, big parts of clubs, whether past players or supporters or board members who have contributed so much to football clubs. It was always nice for them to, to get a mention.
We will be underway in due course. No monitor for us this evening, so I realise I need to get my phone out quickly and get the alarm ready, the stop clock. We're about to kick off here in South Wales, and it will be the hosts, I think, because no one's making any moves just yet. Looks like they are in the centre circle, and they are defending the goal to left. So we've got noisy fans around us. Will they still be noisy come the final whistle, though? That's the question.
Yeah, I think he was trying his best to shake us out of the gantry there at one point, but yeah, good luck to them.
Yeah, well, they do have a good support, of course, Barry Town United. And they do get us underway, and the ball is played down the left-hand side into the TNS half. McLagan can't get through to that one, and it's Hudson who clears for the New Saints. Flicked on there by Wilson. Still in the TNS half, though, as the Linnets get the ball. Then they go back, and Yorworth plays that one across field there to press as they look to get some leeway down the right hand side. A little bit too much weight on that one, and it's out to play for a goal kick.
Yeah, looks like TNS playing a slightly different formation tonight. Looks as if they're lining up with 3 centre backs and playing Sean and Sis as wing backs. Looks like a box midfield, and then Beck McManus up top on his own, so bit of a different formation by the looks of things to start the game.
Yes, certainly is, and Craig Harrison not afraid to make changes, whether it's to personnel or to the formation, depending on the players that are available, of course. And it is a busy time at the moment for the New Saints. Have you been enjoying your European adventures?
Yeah, no, it's been a fantastic year. You know, great experience for Sean, but you know, it's always good to get away on the odd European trip yourself. So no, it's been very enjoyable.
George chips that forward, and talking of Sean, there he is. Bradley plays that one forward, and we're very honoured to have his dad with us here on the gantry this evening. Adrian Bradley travelled all the way down from North Wales. Was it a good journey?
It's always a fantastic journey when you do 3.5 hours on the A470 not. So yeah, the weather wasn't favourable, but at least the conditions here at Jenner Park tonight are looking good. Nice dry evening for a game of football.
And that was a drive in there, but blocked by TNS. Still with the home side, though. George again down the right hand side. Turn there from Richards. Still with Richards. Now with George down the right hand side, ball out to play, and it's a throw into the visitors. I love that journey, the A470, because my own Welsh roots are in mid Wales, so Radnorshire and Montgomeryshire. Every time I go through there, even more so than the north, which I do love, I have that very much sense of hiraeth.
Yeah, no, it's a beautiful part of the world, you know, the journey down.
A throw in to Barry Town United. Bradley thought that was a TNS throw, but George takes it just in front of Craig Harrison, who is also remonstrating there with the fourth official, David Morgan. Also officiates, of course, as the man in the middle in Welsh games, but today he's the one between the two head coaches. It's the New Saints, still in their own half. Early doors yet, of course, 3.5 minutes gone, but I think it's true to say that Barrytown United have started the liveliest.
Yeah, no, you know, Barry started the game well, pressing TNS, having the majority of the ball, but you know, just TNS getting into their stride now, just passing the ball around the back line.
But still in their own half. Bradley back to Roberts, all in turquoise this evening. The New Saints green and white hooped shirts, green shorts and green socks. That's a long ball forward by Pass, bounces in front of George, hooks it over his shoulder, almost through to Canavan, and then in the end it's a free kick as Bodenham is pushed over, and Canavan to take the free kick. Lots of changes for the New Saints this evening, and when you've got a squad as strong as Craig Harrison has at his disposal, inevitably there will be disappointed players each week.
Yeah, you know, it's part and parcel of playing, you know, in 4 competitions with such a big squad. You know, there's always going to be disappointed players, you know, week in, week out throughout the season.
Ball out of play there. Alden unable to get on the end of that, and it's a goal kick that Reese takes very short, in fact still in the 6-yard box initially, to Yorworth. So Richards plays that one forward again into the TNS half to Snaith, dispossessed there, good play from Bodnam. Smith back to Cheslovich out there on the right hand side for the New Saints. Captain this evening, Jack Edwards, Oliver Karolak, Danny Redmond, Jordan Williams, Ben Clark, Danny Davis and Nathan DeFaro on the bench for TNS. Well, we did have a delay in the kick-off time, of course. We were stuck in traffic, but it wasn't the kind of traffic that's moving slowly. There'd been an accident, and we didn't know if we would get here, or at least what time we would get here, but it wasn't too bad in the end, just 45 minutes on.
Yeah, that 5:45 alarm that always goes off for me on a Monday morning, it doesn't feel a long time away at this moment in time, Rev.
No, and you've got to go through the game, get back home, and then get up again. You might as well not go to bed.
Yeah, things to do for football, eh?
I know, indeed. It's the grip that the beautiful game has on us. It's Bradley there down the left-hand side. Cuts in field, then plays the ball back to Bodman, rolls it forward twice, then back to Hudson. Just Connor Robertson, the TNS half, to our right. It's Barry Town United keeping it all maroon, and the outfield players in there very familiar and very traditional yellow shirts, blue shorts and blue socks. Bodnam again down the left hand side to Bradley. Looks to take on George, cuts in field into the penalty area, can't get the shot in, crowded out, and in the end it's the Linnets who manage to recover, but they give the ball away to Canavan. This time it's Smith in a central position, goes for goal, and over the crossbar and onto the running track behind, and still 0-0 here at Gemma Park. Almost 7 minutes played, a good end-to-end game now after the initial possession that Barrytown United had.
Yeah, no, Leo unlucky there. You know, it was a decent effort from distance, just over the bar. You know, I think he'll be disappointed he didn't hit the target, but yeah, all the makings of a great game there.
It has indeed, and the winner will play Aberystwyth Town after they beat Cardiff City yesterday. We must say though, it's not the first team of Cardiff City, of course, but nevertheless they're good young professionals, so it's still a very creditable result for Aberystwyth.
Yeah, it's good that big clubs like Cardiff or Swansea put their under 21 teams in to get the experience of playing men's football. I think, was it last year TNS won in the final, didn't they, against, was it Swansea?
Swansea 5-1 at this ground. McManus chases into the penalty area.
Bit of a mix-up between the centre-back and the keeper there.
Yeah, well, Reese has got the ball in his arm. I don't think McManus was to blame there. But there will be a slight break in play. And thank you for joining us on TNS TV / TNS Radio in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo and RUKgroup.com. Is our chairman, Mike Harris, listening in or watching on this evening, because he is a little bit of a globe-trotter. The last time, 2 games ago, he was sending me messages from Barbados. I couldn't read half of them out.
How the other half live, Rev? How the other half live?
He was sending me messages and images.
Yeah. I bet you Mike Harris's alarm is not going off at 5:45 tomorrow, is it?
Mike Harris will still be up at 5:45 a.m. His alarm will be telling him to go to bed at that time. Our chairman there always gets to mention Mike Harris, and of course Rianne as well. Last time out for TNS, a very disappointing result really, 1-0 against Djurgården of Sweden, who finished 4th in last season's just finished top flight Swedish league, and they only finished a few weeks ago, which means they can then focus on the UEFA Conference League. That makes it doubly difficult for the New Saints.
Yeah, I think they're in the same position as Shamrock Rovers, aren't they?
Absolutely.
With their leagues finished, but I see they play friendly games, just ticking along, but I thought thought they were a really decent team on Thursday night. You know, some really good players. But you know, I think TNS will be, you know, sort of kicking themselves that they didn't push a little bit more towards the last 20-25 minutes of that game, when they were opening some space, sort of opening up for them.
Well, the UEFA website statistics don't lie, of course, and they tell us that their keeper did not have a save to make, so he wasn't seriously tested at all during the game. But back to this evening, because we're now back underway. Everyone's on the feet, everyone's ready to go. And it's the new sense with the ball. Wilson over on the left hand side interacts with Bodenham, still with Wilson. Bodenham again. Now it's Hudson who gets a touch there. Out to Pask and back to Hudson at the very heart of the defence this evening. McManus tried to turn on the ball there, but it fell kindly to the home side. George has to go back again inside the penalty area, but still keeping possession, the home team, although they're still in their own half. Richards chests that one down, and in the end it's back to Reese, the goalkeeper. This Wilson closes in, he plays that forward, looks for McLagan, who's the captain this evening. Free kick to the New Saints, just outside the penalty area. It was Rory Holden there who was pulled down. He gets back up, wins a free kick, and it looks like Bradley will be having a pop with this one. Well, we know that Sean can certainly, well, he loves a free kick, let's put it that way, because he can certainly utilise a ball from that distance just outside the penalty area.
Yeah, you know, it's not a bad spot, to be honest with you. You know, he's going to give him all with that right hand side of the goal. You know, if Sean will get in on target, then, you know, he'll always dribble the keeper.
The wall is taken back a couple of yards inside the penalty area. Bradley comes forward straight at the wall, drops again to Bradley, strikes and just wide on that occasion. Still 0-0.
Yeah, the wall did its job there, stood firm. You know, the ball came back to Sean, who hit it on the volley and just past the keeper's right hand post.
Second bite of the cherry there. First one not able to beat the wall, and the second one not able to beat the goalkeeper. Goal kick taken. They're living a dangerous existence there, just in and around their own penalty area. The New Saints briefly had the ball back, then they decide to hook it forward looking for Snaith, but Canavan gets a foot to that one. Now it's Wilson inside the penalty area, can't get the shot in. Great challenge there from Yorworth, and he's penalised in the end. Adam Wilson, it's a free kick taken quickly. McLagan just inside his own half. 13 minutes gone, and I think Barrytown United have decided tonight, let's go for it, we've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, it looks that way. You know, when TNS have got possession, they're playing a good shape. They're not leaving any gaps for TNS in between.
And they get the ball in the back of the net, but I think the referee had already blown there.
Yeah.
The referee had already blown. Barrytown United, well, at least some of the fans thought they'd taken the lead there, but the referee had already blown. TNS players were static, and although the ball went in the back of the net, it won't count. It's still goalless, and the deadlock has yet to be broken. It's a free kick to the New Saints down on the left-hand side near the corner flag, and it's Bognam with hands on hips. Then plays that ball short to Roberts, as TNS looking to switch play onto the right hand side, but back to Roberts. We've played almost 15 minutes and it's still 0-0. It's Bodnam with the ball, back to Hudson.
We see Barry's top scorer's not playing tonight as well.
Oh, Holbert, I think he's injured.
Yeah, Kane McLagan back in the team, so I think he's got a point to prove. Watching him play when he was playing Carnarvon Town, he'd always pop up with a goal against Carnarvon as well.
Yeah, he certainly knows where the back of the net is. Yeah, bringing that one back, and it will be McManus to take. Referee marks the spot for the four-man wall. It will be McManus to take. Referee having a little chat there with the wall.
Yeah, they've got some big lads in that wall as well.
McManus comes forward, right-footed, straight at the wall. Ball goes behind, and it's a corner to TNS. Still 0-0 here at Jenner Park. They've done the job, haven't they, on both occasions, the wall?
Yeah, well, like I just alluded to now, it's
a big wall.
It's a big wall. You know, you've got to get that ball up an extra couple of inches to get him over those big lads that they've got in there. To be honest with you, I think it's one of the biggest walls I've ever seen.
As the corner comes in from the right-hand side, and he's cleared off the line there. That was a header off of the line from Barry Town United, and it's another corner, as you were, out on the right-hand side. And it's Bradley to take, right-footed on the TNS right. Players move in the penalty area. Ball comes in. Hudson gets a header, and again off the line from Cheslevich on that occasion. Still with the New Saints though. Bradley on the right-hand side, plays the ball in, finds Cheslevich, wins the header, ball down, ball cleared. Referee blows because there's a TNS player down. That was exciting for the neutral.
Yeah, no, twice. You know, shows the importance of having that man on the line.
18. Well, we're in the 18th minute, and of course we've got another break now. What's your assessment so far, Adrian, of the game? Would you have expected it to have been so open? Because Barry have, when they've got the ball, they've charged forward, haven't they?
Yeah, no. You know, the first couple of minutes, first 5 minutes, say, you know, Barry were on top. They were probing. You know, I don't know if TNS were getting used to this sort of different formation that they're playing. You know, it's obviously going to take a team a good 10-15 minutes to settle in, but you know, once TNS have settled in, they just play their usual good football, and they're starting to create some chances now, Rev.
Yeah, well, it is still a 0-0, and we have now played 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV and TNS Radio, of course. It's the Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final at Jenner Park between two long-established rivals in Welsh football. Barry Town United, who previously were known as Barry Town. Then they hit some serious problems and plummeted out of existence almost. But like the phoenix from the ashes, they came back and they've made their way not only back onto the pitch but into top flight Welsh football. And I think when you look at the fans and the crowd and the ground and the setup, Welsh football's better, isn't it, for teams like Barry Town United, Carnarvon, teams like that, better for them.
Yeah, no, you know, Barry are a proper football club. You know, got good history. You know, played European games. You know, it's well documented what happened to them years ago. But yeah, it's just good to see them back and sort of competing. It wasn't long ago they qualified for Europe themselves. I'm not sure, it was about 3 or 4 years ago. That's right, wasn't that long ago? I'm not too sure. They went down 2 years after that, so it just shows you the ups and downs of playing football. Yeah, they were relegated, but fortunately for them, they did get themselves back up first time.
the Cymru North and Cymru South are both very, very difficult. Not only the fact that there are good teams in there, but there's just one. It's winner takes all, just one promotion from each. No playoff system, no second team, just winner takes all.
Yeah, no, it's a tough league. A lot of local derbies in the Cymru South and the Cymru North. We all know that derby matches always provide upsets. So yeah, it's just good to see him back in the top league of Welsh football.
Bradley takes the throw in just into the Barry Town United half on the left hand side. Snaith goes in against Canavan there, ball back out of play, and it's another throw in to the visitors, again with Bradley advances about a third of the way into the Barry Town United half though on that occasion. Gets the ball back from Holden down the left hand side up against George. The number 2 does well on that occasion, makes it difficult for the ex-Carnarvon Town player, current JD Cymru Premier Player of the season, Sean Bradley. And I'm saying all these nice things about him because his dad's next to me, Adrian Bradley.
Well, one thing's for certain, I won't be the Welsh presenter of the year at the end of all this, I don't think that. But,
You and me both. Holden, centralised position, lots of yellow shirts in front of him. Out to Bradley again on the left-hand side. Once more up against George. Plays the ball across edge of the box there, and that's off the crossbar. And then the keeper manages to save, and it's in the back of the net. It's McManus. It was Smith who rattled the crossbar, but it's McManus who finds the back of the net in the 22nd minute. The deadlock has been broken.
Yeah, it was a great find off Sean from that left wing, just to get the ball into the centre. The first attempt didn't go in, neither did the second, but it just came out nicely to Deck, who made no mistake from a couple of yards out.
Third time lucky for the New Saints on that occasion. A couple of chances just didn't quite connect, including smashing the ball against the crossbar, but then on hand from a close range was Declan McManus to break the deadlock here at Jenner Park. It's a 1-0 to the New Saints. And I know you're a proud dad, of course, and you're far from biased when you've been on TNS Radio and TNS TV, but it must be great to see him out there, and he's doing well so far, isn't he?
Yeah, no, it's every dad, that's got a son playing football, kicks every ball, and feels every tackle. You just want him to do himself justice every time he puts on the football shirt. And I've been lucky enough over the past 7, 8, 10 years. He's always made his dad proud. Fair play. Scored a few good goals along the way, and long may it continue.
Smith did well to win the ball back, then he makes his way forward, edge of the box. Wilson, well, he managed to get the shot in, but the sting was taken out of it almost immediately, and he just bobbles through to Reese, the goalkeeper. He's been beaten once so far. It is now 1-0 to the New Saints. It's 1-0 to the New Saints. Reese clears into the TNS half. And we've played 23 minutes, but Barry Town United, they might be down, but they're certainly not out, are they?
No, every time there's only a goal in a game, there's always the chance for the opposition to get back to level pegging. But, I have to say, every time TNS get the ball and start playing around, they just seem to cause Barry huge problems. Took him about 10 minutes to get used to this new formation, but yeah, it just looks as if they've really got used to it now, and hopefully I'm not putting the kiss of death on things like I did in the Carnarvon game beginning of the season.
Well, Richards played that ball forward but dealt with by the back 3 this evening. Now it's Bradley. We've got a Bradley in the gantry on the commentary team this evening, and a Bradley out there on the pitch, and yes, they are related, as we've already mentioned. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV if you're watching, or TNS Radio if you are listening, in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo and RUKgroup.com. And as always, a big shout out to our chairman, Mike Harris. Come on, Mike Harris, send me a message. Send me a message and we'll read it out live on air this evening. Although I can't promise that because it depends on the content of the message.
Yeah, it depends how many margaritas Mike's had by now. So yeah, be careful what you wish for, Rev.
Come on, Mike Harris, drop us a message. We want to hear from you. Smith for the New Saints. We've now got a foothold on this game. Although the home side have certainly been looking to take the ball forward when they can. Bradley to Wilson. Stumbles, recovers quickly. Smith turns there against Kavanagh, now on the right hand side with Canavan for the New Saints, just outside the penalty area. Chipped forward by Cheslovich. TNS winning 1-0 in this game and looking good. Barry Town United do well though. Snaith picks the ball up in his own half. He's got McLagan down to the right. That's the only real option that he has, and in the end he plays the ball in the direction of the number 7. He goes out for a throw into TNS. 26 minutes almost played. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV, TNS Radio. It's the Nathaniel MG Cup, a semi-final this evening as we get a new month and a new season underway. Not only is it December, but it's also, as far as the meteorological seasons are concerned anyway, it's winter. It doesn't feel too much like winter though. It's like a nice autumn day.
Yeah, I put my my big expedition jacket on today, and I'm starting to regret it, to be honest. As Sean Licky there, I'd like to see Sean take on the right back a little bit more instead of cutting in and passing the ball into the centre. But it's obviously what TNS have worked on. But I think he can beat his man every time, to be completely honest with you, and cause a few more problems. Well,
Mike Harris is listening and he sent me a message, and it's a little bit of a cryptic one. I'm not sure what it means, but I don't know if I should read that one out.
Yeah, I think predictive text might be in play there. We'll get the comment. We'll get the translator to try and decipher that one, Rev.
Well, Mike Harris, always great to have our chairman with us, of course, and Rianne as well. I did see Rhea at the game on Thursday. I didn't see Mike, so I think he may not have been there. Could have been out on business somewhere. He's very busy here, there and everywhere, which if you're a Beatles fan, that's a well-known track from the Fab Four. But as far as the statistics are concerned this evening, it's 1-0 to the New Saints, and it's Wilson who goes for goal. Well outside the penalty area, but well worth a pop.
Yeah, well worth a pop. You'll be disappointed with that one, that he didn't keep it down, but again, positive play by TNS.
Well, I'll read that one out. He wants somebody to hands off his beer, he says. Hands off his beer.
That sounds more like it.
That sounds more like it. Hands off Mike Harris's beer. It's a 1-0 to the New Saints this evening. Well, we often talk about a second goal when it's 1-0 to a side, and if it does go the way of TNS, as we so often say, at the risk of repeating ourselves, in a situation like this, it would really tighten the New Saints' grip on this game, wouldn't it?
Yeah, the next goal is going to be so important. It always is, but in a tight game like this, TNS are creating chances, but the next goal will be crucial. If Barry get it, we're in for a hell of a game. If TNS get it, then we'll see what happens to Barry. I think maybe a few people expected them to struggle a bit this season, but fair play. They're doing well in the league.
Well, McLagan did well there to get past both Bodnam and Canavan, but the latter recovered for the New Saints. Another TNS player down.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Sean caught a flailing arm somewhere there in the face.
Well, he's holding his face, isn't he?
Yeah.
So another break in play. Thank you for your company this evening. We do appreciate it very much. Welcome to December, welcome to winter, and welcome to Jenner Park. It's 1-0 to the New Saints. So far we've played 29 minutes. Still a lot of football to go though.
Yeah, an awful lot of football still to be played in this one. TNS well on top, but Barry got good goal threat in that team. They're playing a solid defensive line. TNS are finding it hard to break them down, having to make do with having sort of shots from range. So yeah, quite interesting to see how this one pans out before half time.
Well, the players take a water break. It might not be the height of summer, but of course they do give their all out there, and they need to become rehydrated from time to time, even when we hit the winter period. And that's what we're in right now, a busy few months for the New Saints. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. Although we've got an extremely busy December, from then onwards, it's not so bad.
Yeah, the games, they're just coming thick and fast for TNS since the beginning of the season. But, the success they've had in Europe, and the Nathaniel Cup, still in the Welsh Cup, of course, and sitting in second place in the league with a game in hand, is all to play for.
Mike Harris is after some brownie points here. He says, keep smiling, Ray, because Mike's done the lunch and he's tidied the house. He's very domesticated. He's our chairman, Mike Harris.
Man of many talents, eh?
A man of many talents indeed. So Ray, keep smiling, because Mike has not only tidied the house, he's done the lunch as well. Back to the action, and it's Richards who sweeps that one across to Sainty as the home side come into the TNS half. Good play there from TNS, though it's Hudson fouled in the process, and it will be a free kick to the visitors just outside the penalty area.
Yeah, the game tonight, it seems to just sort of sum up TNS's season in a way, where they play good football, they go a goal in front, but not like the TNS of old. Maybe they're not putting teams away quickly. There's not a second, there's not a third goal soon after after that first goal, which always gives the chance to the opposition to level up. And Barry have got some excellent players on that pitch, so they just need to be careful, just bide their time and take the opportunities when they come.
And do you think that's because of the busy schedule with playing, in effect, 3 games in a week for a number of months now?
Yeah, it has to be. You see it in the Premier League. It doesn't matter which league in Europe. Any teams that are involved in Europe, there's always anomalies, if you like, with games after they play in Europe. But yeah, I don't know. It's my first full season, obviously, of watching TNS play, sort of week in, week out. But yeah, it's just, I know they're missing. Brad Young was an excellent goal scorer. I think he scored, must be 20 odd goals last season. Was it ever? You're going to correct me there. It's an awful lot of goals.
Yeah, he was prolific, actually, Brad Young. Prolific goal scorer. Moved, of course, to the Saudi Pro League. And the New Saints brings Rem Otte in.
Yeah, don't read that one out from Mike on there, Rev.
No.
Keep that one under wraps.
Yeah, we'll keep that one under wraps. Our chairman, Mike Harris, engaging with TNS TV, TNS Radio this evening, brought to you in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo, and, of course, RUKgroup.com, who sponsor the players' shirts out there. The name, brand and logo are proudly worn by the TNS players. Bradley down the left-hand side against George. Manages to get the one into the penalty area. Yorworth clears, and it's a throw-in to the New Saints. 34 minutes almost played this evening. I'm Stuart Blord, joined by Adrian Bradley. And if you've just tuned in, just switched in, just dialed in, well, yes, he is. He's Sean Bradley's dad, making his second appearance on TNS TV. And there, Sean Bradley does very well there. Forced back, though, by George. Holden gets a touch. Now Canavan into a more central position out to Smith on the right-hand side, just outside the penalty area. It's Cheslovich, the captain. Ball comes off the corner flag, stays in. It's a throw into the New Saints. Not a corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think the liner there didn't quite know what to give, to be honest. It was...
He was going out for a corner, but he just came in off the flag, knocked the flag over, then went out for a throw. But it is now still with TNS. 1-0 up. If there would be a second goal, well, 11 minutes to go before the break, that would be very welcome indeed, especially if you're a fan of the New Saints and it goes the way of the visitors. Wilson into the penalty area, ball played across, and it's in the back of the net. It's a double for McManus, 2-0 for the New Saints, and that was the goal we were just talking about just seconds before.
Yeah, some good play down the right hand side there. You know, found McManus unmarked in the box, and it's all of a sudden it's 2-0 to TNS.
And 2 goals from a close range there from Declan McManus. It reminds me very much of Greg Draper, TNS's all-time leading goal scorer. But Greg, so many of his goals were close range, and he was in the right place at the right time. It seems to be a knack that really good forwards have, isn't it?
Yeah, all good forwards have it. You know, the old saying, the fox in the box. You know, being in that right place at the right time. You know, you wouldn't have thought it with Greg, because he was a big, imposing guy. You'd have thought the majority of his goals would have come from headers and, you know, sort of free kicks. But yeah, like you say, the majority of his goals from close range.
But some fantastic goals down the years for the New Saints. Now, of course, involved with coaching at Park Hall. One of those players, like others have gone before him. Of course, Simon Spender is one that stands out, who hung up the boots and continued to coach. It's a corner for Barry on the left-hand side. Great save from Connor Roberts. That could almost been a lifeline there for the home side. Corner came in from the left-hand side. Header came in, goal-bound. Connor Roberts stuck up a right and pushed that one over the crossbar, and it's a corner down on the right hand side on this occasion. Ball comes in through everyone, but there's a foul in the process as Roberts goes down. Danger over for TNS, 2-0 as we make our way towards the half-time break.
Yeah, such an important save from Connor Roberts there. You know, that goes in, and yeah, there's a different dynamic to the game just before half-time. Barry's tails are up. Yeah, so very, very important save.
Roberts to take the goal kick. I've made reference, of course, to the fact that you're Sean Bradley's dad. When I was at the game on Thursday, particularly, I feel like that anyway, but on Thursday particularly, I was watching the players coming out, and I was so proud of them. In fact, I posted on one of my, internet media sites that it's like watching your children at a school sports day, because you're so proud of us. I love those players, and you do get that, but I mean, you must get that 10 times more because it's your own flesh and blood that's out there on the pitch.
Yeah, you know, if you love football and you're involved in football, you know, you've been involved with TNS for a number of years now. Like you say, you know, you've got 11 kids on that field. I've only got the one left. So,
Yeah, 11 indeed. Press into the penalty area, bounces once in front of Roberts, edge of the box quickly, and plays that one forward, but straight to Sainty, who's still in the TNS half. He looked to find McManus, but straight through there to Sainty. Now it's with Wilmot. Long ball, diagonal, over to the left, but it rolls out and will be a throw into TNS down near the corner flag.
Yeah, there's been some more intent from Barry since the second goal's gone in for TNS. Obviously they feel they have to give this one a go. You know, they don't want to go out with a whimper. But, you know, not even half-time yet. There's an awful lot of football still to be played.
Tom Owen is the referee this evening. Dan Beckett, the first assistant. Harry Hendricks, the second. And David Morgan, who we've already made reference to, is the fourth official. The referee observer is Nigel Richards, who's over on the far side. And that's an attempt from Barry there, almost out of nothing, and that just flashes wide. Still a 2-0 to TNS.
Yeah, I'll be disappointed that he didn't keep that one down. Yeah, great chance for Barry to get themselves back into the game.
And a reminder of the new Saints lineup this evening: Roberts, Pask, Bodnam, McManus, Cheslovich, the captain, Hudson, Holden, Bradley, Smith, Canavan and Wilson. On the bench for TNS: Edwards, Karolak, Redmond, Jordan Williams, Clark, Davis and Defarrow. Sainty wins the header, gets the second header, both of them back into the TNS half. This time it's on the deck as Snaith plays that one out into a central position to Richards, runs into trouble, manages to poke the ball forward. Great composed play there from Hudson. Now it's Holden. He has yellow shirts around him, but finds Bradley free on the left-hand side. Just George to get past, cuts in field. Great ball into the penalty area. Holden tried to feed that one back, and the home side happy to just boot that one out of the danger zone for a throw into the New Saints that Bodnam takes very quickly indeed, and Canavan sweeps that out to Pask as the yellow shirts drop back. Pask surges forward out on the right hand side to Cheslovich, back to Smith. They certainly don't want to go 3-0 down, do they, before the break? 2-0, well, there's always a way of getting back into it, but 3-0 is perhaps a mountain too high to climb.
Yeah, well, we all saw what happened to Man City the other day as well. 3-0 up and absolutely cruising, and end up conceding 3 goals at the end of that game. Yeah.
They're not playing very well. Well, I don't know about playing very well, but the results, that's what people look at, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's what counts.
My wife supports Man City, Rev, so...
How come?
Her brother, he was a proper Man City supporter, when
back in the main road days.
Yeah, main road, when they were playing in, League 1, League 2, playoff finals, fair play to him. He was there then, proper supporter, so I'm happy that he's seen his side get success, but as an Everton fan, I'm even happier because it stopped Liverpool winning a few league titles. So,
mind you, at the moment they're doing quite well, aren't they, Liverpool?
Unfortunately, they are looking good at this moment in time, aren't they?
Well, I watched the Liverpool game today, so did everyone else on the team bus, because we were stuck in traffic for well over an hour and a half, obviously, because we saw the game. But there was a collision, everything was cleared, we got back on track, and here we are at Jenner Park. It's Bradley again down the left-hand side, the current JD Cymru Premier Player of the Season, which he won last time round at Carnarvon Town, and moved to the New Saints in the summer. Great turn there against George. He's into the penalty area, but the defender sticks to him, makes it difficult. Bodnam slips, recovers just in time to prevent McLagan getting hold of the ball as TNS continue to dominate in the dying minutes of the first half. Will there be a third goal, do you think?
Yeah, hopefully. It's always nice to have a big cushion. 2-0, they always say it's a dangerous scoreline, but TNS completely in control of the game. Barry having, a couple of opportunities, yes, but, TNS just look as if they could score with every attack now. So yeah, just playing some good possession football, but a lot of intent as well. A lot of it coming down this left-hand side. So let's see what Sean can do here now.
Well, he gets the ball back from Holden on his left foot, back on his right foot. Needs a support, and again it's Holden on hand as Bradley makes his way to the edge of the box, and Holden plays that one in, hooked out there by Sainty. Then Richards out on the left-hand side. As Barry Town United do well initially, but then TNS get the ball, and it's a throw into the visitors. 1.5 minutes to go before the board puts in an appearance. I think there's going to be a few minutes because we've had a couple of injuries, haven't we? And the physios have both been on as well from both sides. Bradley again down the left-hand side. It's Richards this time who sticks to him. Bradley stumbles, ball out of play. It's a throw into Barry. I think he possibly had a shout there for a free kick, but it would have been a soft one.
Yeah, it did. It did look, as the old saying goes, I've seen him given, but yeah, the referee thought otherwise, gave Barry Town the throw.
And it ends up with Reese on his right boot. McManus very alert. He wants a hat-trick, of course. Declan McManus this evening. Now it's George, hooks that into the path of McLagan, chests it down initially, just outside the penalty area on the right hand side, plays that one off Bodnam, and it will be a throw-in to the Linnets or the Dragons, take your pick, the team with 2 nicknames. And it will be a long throw by the looks of it. No, it won't, because George plays that one short there to Kavanagh. The two of them still playing the ball between them. Then out into the centre circle with Beecher. He was last man standing, apart from the keeper, of course. Now it's the turn of Barry to push on into the TNS half over Sainty. And it's Bodnam who mops up at the back. Hudson back to Bodnam, finds McManus, still in the TNS half though. No green and white shirts forward as of yet, but Wilson and McManus are both there, and that was a vital interception there. Not sure they knew too much about it, the Barrytown United player, but Wilson would have been through on goal.
Yeah, you know, that's such an important interception there, or there would have been a good chance that would have been the 3rd goal for TNS.
Well, we've gone past the 45 and we're now in added time at the end of the game. As far as the first half is concerned anyway, of course. So Bradley does very well. This time it's McLagan and Wilmot around him. But the throw-in has been given to the New Saints. Holden plays that one there.
Bit of a cynical challenge by the 8 there.
Very much so, wasn't it? Very much so.
Referee seems to have completely ignored that one. You know, we saw it from here, Ev, so
yeah, very
how he missed
cynical.
it, I don't know.
Well, it ends up as a corner to TNS. We're into added time at the end of the first half. It's Bradley places the ball down, right-footed, into the 6-yard box. Keeper pushes that one clear. Still with TNS though. It's McManus initially, and now back out on the left-hand side to Bradley.
Great
immediately
ball by
closed down by George. Ball in, ball cleared, Snaith back. But no one forward. The New Saints have the ball, and then it's well, the referee blows for the final time. This half, it's all over. As far as the first 45 is concerned, 2-0 to TNS. Do you think that's a fair score line?
Yeah, no, definitely 2-0. 2-0, I think, is a fair reflection of the game. Barry started well. You know, once TNS got a foothold in the game, they've created a number of opportunities. You know, could have done a lot better with a few of them, but you know, they've got the 2 goals, takes them into a 2-0 lead at half time, and yeah, let's see what this second half brings. Well,
we haven't got the monitor with us, but if you are on a TNS TV this evening, you'll be able to see some of the highlights from the first 45. And if you're on TNS radio, take a break. That's exactly what we're going to do, and we'll see you in due course for the second half of this Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final between the New Saints, and it's a Declan McManus break at half-time that separates the sides 2-0 to the visitors.
It's there against all the odds. Celebrations out on the pitch.
And yeah, it's white and green, you know what I mean. And maybe the time is right for us to back our team. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown. So don't be down and don't be in distress. We're dancing in the streets of TNS tonight, tonight.
And what a beautiful sight I've just seen.
And yeah, it's Champions League and you know what we need. And maybe the time is right for us to find our dreams. And maybe it's time for you all to know all of the places we plan to go. And when our future comes to pass, you know we've got the strength to last. And when the old boys shout out loud, heads held high and they stand so proud. And when the bells all ring and the boys all sing for the lads as they take the crown.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next match for Barry Town is next Saturday, the 7th of December. Saturday, the 7th of December. They will be travelling up north to Mice Tegid for the JV Cymru Premier fixture against Town. That game will be televised live on Scorio's Facebook and YouTube channel. Kick-off is at 5:15. The next visitors to Jenner Park will be Cardiff Met University on Tuesday the 10th of December. That's Tuesday the 10th of December. Kick-off is at 7:45.
Welcome back. We're about to get underway in the second half, and thank you for joining us on TNS TV and TNS Radio in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo and RUKgroup.com. I'm Stuart Bloor, and I'm joined for the second time this season by Adrian Bradley, who's you're like a natural when you get that microphone, Adrian, I must say.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, Ev, but I'll tell you one thing, we definitely have got the best seat in the house here, right on the halfway line. Fantastic viewing spot here.
And we're underway, and at half-time Mike Harris sent me a picture of Rianne sitting down with her feet up, and Mike's cooked all the food and tidied all the house. What a man he is. What a man. Modern man, yeah. Mike Harris.
What a man.
He's a modern man, a man of the 21st century. We're just into the second half, and it's TNS who defend the goal to our left. It's Paskin, Cheslovich, Smith, Cheslovich again. Hassled there by Beecher, but finds Hudson, the edge of the penalty area, still with the central defender. Change of tactics for the New Saints this evening. Think it's worked well so far, though? Obviously 2-0 up, but do you think it's worked well so far in terms of performance?
Yeah, I think it has. Obviously, Barry, we're going to come into this game pumped up. You know, it's a semi-final. It's a chance to put yourself in contention for winning a trophy. So I think TNS have dealt with them well in the first 10 minutes when they were on top. They've created a lot of chances, scored 2 goals, could have been more. So yeah, should be an interesting second half to come, Rev.
Bradley to Smith, ball given away though, and Snaith chases, and the ball goes out for a throw-in to the visitors. 2-0 up, and the longer this second half goes on, the more Barry Town United have to take chances. It's a cup final, you've got nothing to lose. You've got to throw the kitchen sink at TNS at some point in the second period if it stays 2-0.
Yeah, I don't think Barry will want to go out with a whimper. You know, there's a decent crowd here for a Sunday night kick-off. I know the majority were hoping for, you know, a better outcome than what they've seen so far, but you know, there's still 45 minutes to play, so yeah, they won't lose heart.
Well, they're still very much in the game, just that 2-goal lead that the New Saints has. But of course, as we said, if there was a second goal, how important that was going to be. But if there is a third, and it goes the way of the New Saints, you could probably say, even at this stage of the game, that it would be a massive uphill struggle for the Linnets.
Yeah, well, you know, the old saying, it only takes a second to score a goal, and you know that is so true. You know, Barry get one, and you know their tails are going to be up, and it'll be a completely different game to what it is.
Well, Bradley played the ball in, and that one was over, and it's out.
Yeah, I'll choose not to commentate on that one, Rev. You won't be getting supper for that ball, I'll tell you that now.
It's out for a goal kick, and we have a treatment again, this time for a Barry Town United player. He's okay though, doesn't need the treatment. Just as the physio gets there, he gets up. I think there's going to be a change though, and it is number 24 coming on. 4, well, we'll find out in a moment or two. We can't see the board from our side. Can you see the other side? It is Richards coming on. I think it's going to be just
Evan Press coming off, isn't it?
Yes, it's Press. It's Press. The board only works from the front. The fourth official's board, so we couldn't see the numbers, but we could see the players.
Must be cost cutting from the Welsh FA there.
Well, the floodlights were only on at half mast, weren't they, when we arrived?
Yeah, I was a bit worried at one point that they were going to have to be playing in head torches, Rev, to be honest with you. But no, they seem to have switched them all on now. So
they're all on, and the substitution has just been enacted, and we're just 4 minutes into the second half. 49 played here at Jenner Park. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV, TNS Radio. As the New Saints, the current holders of this trophy, the Nathaniel MG Cup, which is the Welsh League Cup. So if you get yourself to Park Hall, in the next few weeks before the trophy goes off, because it is played quite early in the season. If you get yourself to Park Hall, we'll get you set up with a selfie with the Nathaniel MG Cup, because it currently resides at the home of TNS, who beat Swansea City 5-1 here last season, January the 20th to be precise, and it was a great victory for TNS on that occasion. And Adrian Chesterfish came off the bench and scored 2 goals in 90 plus right at the end. But back to this evening.
I think the young lads from Swansea, they dealt with the occasion. They played some good football against you last year, didn't they?
They did indeed. The 3 central defenders. It's Hudson now out to Holden. No changes yet for the New Saints. Just that one for the Linnets. When Richards came on to replace a Press, who had gone down injured, so that was the change there. Now it's Holden down the right-hand side to Cheslovich. Ball with Barry though, given away, run into trouble there. Did Kavanagh against Canavan. Now it's Bradley out on the left-hand side. Again, great play from Bradley into the penalty area. Finds Chestovich. No, he doesn't. There was a great defensive header there, but great play from Sean Bradley down the left-hand side.
Yeah, showed some quick feet there to just to hoodwink the defender, then got his cross off, unlucky not to get a TNS head on it.
Well, Chestovich was denied there by the defensive header. Now it's Bradley again out on the left-hand side against George. Flicks that one to Bodnam. Now it's Smith, creative midfielder Leo Smith, also at Carnarvon Town in his earlier career, and Wrexham of course. Cheslovich down the right hand side, was at Manchester City at the start of his, plays the ball in, and Reese clutches that one on the goal line. And of course, Leo and Sean have known each other for many, many years, from when they were kids playing football together.
Yeah, before Leo went to Wrexham, they were with Port Academy. I can't remember when they started, must have been under 7s or under 9s. There's a picture of both of them. Sean with a ginger mohawk, and Leo just looking like a younger version of himself. So yeah. Sean would do anything for that ginger mohawk back again now, to be honest with you. But they've been good pals, for many years now. They good together. Leo's the sensible one. I think he takes care of Sean, to be honest with you.
Well, we spoke about that photo, didn't we, when you were on previously, because you posted it on social media, and it went, well, relatively speaking, viral, didn't it, as far as Welsh football circles are concerned?
Yeah, no, it's just a good story, isn't it? 2 local lads, playing together for under 7, under 9 local teams, and ending up playing in Florence against a team with a pedigree of Fiorentina.
Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it, when you think of where football takes you. Chestovich into the penalty area, headed clear, only as far as the edge of the box though. 2 young lads playing for Porthmadog Academy, and here they are tonight sharing a pitch in the Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final at Jenner Park. McManus manages to flick that one into the box, but again a barrier doing well, and they managed to get that one out. They're still hanging on in there, aren't they?
Yeah, they certainly are. TNS have upped the tempo in this last 5 minutes, created some chances, but yeah, don't rule Barry out of it just yet.
Well, we certainly know at the New Saints what they are capable of, because on 2 occasions in recent seasons they've come back from 2 goals behind to score 2 very late equaliser. Now it's McLagan just to keep it to beat, rounds Roberts, and it's in the back of the net, and that's exactly what we were just talking about. Just as you said those words, don't rule Barry out just yet. McLagan past Roberts and into the back of the net. It's 2-1, game on.
Yeah, he just caught the defence flat-footed there, slipped in that ball to McLagan, and yeah, we all know the quality that he's got. just rounded Connor Roberts, and yeah, we've got a game on our hands.
Yeah, McLagan threw on a goal, rounded Roberts to the keeper's left, and then slotted the ball home into an empty net. It's 2-1, and it most certainly is a game on here at Jenner Park this evening. We've played almost 10 minutes of the second half, 55 are gone, and it's 2-1 to Barry Town United. Although the New Saints has certainly had the bulk of possession. The Linnets, as we said not that long ago, quite prophetically really, as long as it's 2-0, they can get themselves a lifeline, they can get themselves back into the game. It's exactly what they've done.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go as far to say they deserved it this second half on the performance that they put in, but yeah, you know, when the opportunity arose, then he took his chance and, you know, finished it off brilliantly. And yeah, we've got a game on our hands here at Jenner Park.
10.5 minutes gone in the second period, and thank you for joining us on TNS TV stroke TNS Radio. If you are a Barry Town United supporter, your heartbeat has probably gone up a few notches there. If you're a TNS fan, you're thinking third goal, that would be very nice, thank you. Well, there has been a third goal, but it's gone the way of the home side, who now trail the New Saints just by that odd goal. As Pask looked to race forward, it was Beecher who did well, won that ball back. Now it's Sainty just over the halfway line, finds Snaith, and that's going to be a yellow card there for the Barry Town United player. He went in tough there, didn't he? And unfairly as well. That's the most important thing.
No, it's well deserving of the yellow card, that one. You know, just hopefully he's okay and he gets up.
Well, I think we are going to see the physio on now. So 2-1 to the New Saints. Break in play again. Some treatment there for Josh Pask.
Yeah, I think these breaks in play, they'll suit Barry Town more than TNS. You know, TNS just want to, you know, get the ball, play their football, create some more opportunities, and the more disjointed this game gets, I think, you know, the more it will suit Barry Town and the way they're playing on the break.
Well, the New Saints like fluidity, get the juices going, get the passes going, and get the ball forward. But at the moment, it's 2-1 to the visitors. Pask's okay. He's back in action. Now it's Canavan with the ball for the New Saints. Straddles both halves there. Jake Canavan. Pask wins the throw-in for TNS as Wilmot went in.
There's a bit more bite to Barry's play at the moment. They're competing well, you know, getting in TNS's faces.
Well, Mike Harris was certainly impressed with himself this afternoon, because he just sent me a photograph of the big piece of beef, by the looks of it, that he cooked.
Looks more like a bison, that one, to be honest with you.
Bison. He's been to that place near Bala that have got the bison, you know the one I mean, just off the A5. Mike's been on the bison this evening.
Yeah, man of many talents.
Mike Harris, Master Chef 2025 perhaps. Come on BBC, get him signed up. Bradley gives that one away, and it's a chance now for Beecher to come forward. Snaith plays the ball down the left hand side. Too much weight on that one though. It's Pask, is able to turn, finds Smith, keeps that one in play outside of his right boot. Canavan, and now TNS have more space out on the left hand flank. Canavan and Bodenham get a touch. Jack Bodenham, of course, began his career, he's a South Walian by birth, began his career with Cardiff City, the academy. Now he's a permanent player at TNS, having previously been at Park Hall on loan while he was still with the Bluebirds. Canavan down on the left-hand side. Too much weight on that one though.
Yeah, unfortunate. Jay Canavan, he's played well. Just couldn't find that pass, and he went out of play.
Well, thank you for joining us this evening, and we've been very entertained by our chairman, Mike Harris, the one and only Mike Harris, who's sending us a text and photos this evening. It's a Wilmot, great interception though from Pask. It looks like Barrytown United have sensed that at 2-1, they're very much in the game, nothing to lose. Let's see if we can get that equaliser.
That's what a goal will do to you. Once they've scored it, their tails are up. There's a bit more sort of impetus to their play. They're competing better for the ball. They're sort of winning the 50-50s they weren't winning earlier. So yeah, we've most definitely got a game on our hands here.
Substitution. So Snaithoff. And it's Johan Owen on. Owen on and Snaith off. He's a good player, Snaith. Very physical, very strong, but he just hasn't really been able to beat the rear guard of TNS this afternoon, has he? No, it's just not worked for him. Big lad, target man. He's got good pace for such a big guy as well. He's got a lot of goals, but yeah, unfortunately for him tonight, it just didn't quite work out. We're into the final third of the game. Having said that, we're talking 30 minutes, so it's not down to the embers of the encounter. Far from it. Still lots of football to be played, still lots of opportunities and chances to be created, and maybe still more goals in this game as well.
Yeah, I'll be very surprised if it does finish 2-1, to be completely honest. Both sides, Barry got to find another goal. They're going to leave spaces for TNS to exploit. So hopefully we'll be able to put one of these chances away.
Barry defending though down on the right hand flank. They just put the ball out of play though. It will be a throw in to TNS, taken quickly. Sense of urgency, as is often the case with the New Saints. Even when they're 3-0 up, they still want that fourth goal, they still want that fifth goal. That's the TNS way. Often you could walk into a game and there's 2 or 3 minutes left and you'd think that it was 0-0 and TNS were chasing a winner, and they could actually be 4 or 5 up.
Yeah, that's just the TNS way to play, isn't it? It doesn't matter if it's the first minute or the 90th minute. They'll only go and attack teams, trying to score goals. It's just in their DNA in a way.
Long ball forward from Bodman, but Sainty beats Wilson. Then it's hooked into the TNS half, but Hudson ahead of McLagan. Pask almost runs into trouble, but he has green and white shirts around him who allow the ball to be recovered. Canavan lets that run through to Smith. Now it's Holden outside the penalty area, goes for goal off Yorworth, though the ball didn't travel more than 2 or 3 yards on that occasion. But it's Bradley again down the left hand side, tormenting George in this particular game. Smith back to Bradley as the two North Walians interact out on the left hand flank. Now it's McLagan, tries to feed that one forward, results in a throw-in to the home side, trailing 2-1 in this game. We played 18.5 minutes of the second period, and there's still lots of opportunities, as we said just now, to come, probably for both sides as well.
Yeah, Barry not really threatened since they scored the goal. They've played some decent football. Miles offside with that one.
Yeah, the flag goes up there against Owen.
Yeah,
McLagan fed him, but the flag went up.
They've competed well, but not created anything. Hopefully that'll continue for the next 30 minutes or so.
Yeah. And if you are a Barrytown United supporter and you're watching or you're listening in this evening, well, your side is just trailing by the 1 goal now after TNS took a lead in the first half. 22 minutes on the clock. McManus from close range, and 14 minutes later, McManus from close range. That was the score at half time. But just 9 minutes into the second period, McLagan beat Roberts. Wilson, though, goes for the 1-2 on the edge of the penalty area. He goes down. Referee not even having a look at that one. And it's back with Connor Roberts at the other end. He got plenty of time and space there. Strokes the ball to Hudson. Again, plenty of time and space. The yellow shirts happy to let Hudson have the ball. Now Canavan again, great ball down the right hand side. Cheslovich chips that one into the penalty area as the keeper was beaten initially. There was a header, ball comes off Cheslovich, and that was a corner. Great move set up by Jay Canavan.
Yeah, fantastic ball by Canavan to Says there, just a little bit ahead of him. If there wasn't as much weight on the pass, then it would have been perfect for him. It would have been an opportunity for TNS to get that third goal.
Third goal for the New Saints would be very welcome indeed now, of course. Wilson into the penalty area. He's penalised, and that's a free kick to the Dragons. Will the Dragons be roaring as this second half progresses?
That was a great ball.
That's Owen, and it's off the woodwork. Great play from Josh Pask. That was Owen who raced through, poked the ball past Roberts. It came off the woodwork. Pask turned, Owen turned, the latter went for goal, and then Pask cleared that one, living dangerous to the New Saints.
I still don't know how that one didn't find the back of the net, to be completely honest with you. Barry will be very disappointed, but good intent going forward there, fantastic ball, and they go again from the throw in.
That was Owen who came on as a substitute for Snake. They decided to, Owen again, this time he just plays that one behind. They decided to ditch the strong, powerful centre forward. They've gone for the small, pacey, tricky centre forward. It's working so far, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. Showed good strength and good pace there just to get on that ball, but it was an inch perfect ball, to be honest with you. And yeah, it was. Barry can count themselves very unlucky not to be all square in this game.
Well, we did say if there's a fourth goal, whichever way it goes, will have a massive impact on this encounter. And at the moment, it could go either way if there is a fourth goal.
I just feel TNS need to get back to what they were doing, utilising both flanks. It's all a little bit too congested in the middle. We've seen what happens when people are picking a pass. The two wide men have done well. They just need to get back into how they were playing in the first half.
McManus into the penalty area. Good defending again though from Barry, but Smith does well, wins the ball back. Smith again, ball out of play. It's going to be a throw in it's a free kick. Offside there. There was an offside. Free kick taken quickly, as you can imagine, and it's Reese who has the ball, hooks it forward, looks for Owen, but Paska wins the header on that occasion. It's got to be at least a good foot higher than Owen, hasn't he, Josh Pask?
Yeah, no. He's not the tallest, but he's just posing a different type of threat to TNS as we sort of go into this last 25 minutes, half hour of the game.
Now it's offside in favour of the New Saints. It's exciting times here. We're into the final quarter of the game. 23.5 minutes played in the second half, and it's a 2-1 to the New Saints. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV, TNS Radio, as Chestovich gives the ball away to Kavanagh. Then he recovers. Now it's Wilson down on the right hand side into the penalty area against Sainty. The latter does well, blocks the ball, but it will be a corner to the New Saints. Down on the right hand side, Sean Bradley to make his way across to the TNS right. Meanwhile, Craig Harrison having a We'll chat there with Leo Smith as the latter takes a water break of his own. Bradley places the ball down on the right hand side, right footed into the 6-yard box. Ball bounces, cleared though by the home team. Still 2-1. Will there be more goals?
Well, we called it earlier, so yeah.
I think there will. I think there will.
Let's see what happens.
Bradley makes his way back over to the left-hand side to take the throw-in. Holden does well. Back to Bradley. Needs the backup, the support, as the New Saints switching play again. So Smith makes his way into a more central position. Canavan now to Bradley on the left-hand side against George. Does well against two players. Bradley gets the ball in, and there is a slight deflection, but the ball goes behind. It's a corner. And again, Bradley will be involved. I know he's your son, and I know you're watching him. Like I said when I watched the players' game come out the other day, do you think he's had a good game?
Yeah, he's played well. Fair play to him. Not got as many minutes as he'd like of late, so good opportunity for him to get hopefully 90 under his belt, and he played a part in the first goal.
Plays the corner comes in. Header won by Bodman. Bounces, cleared. Referee blows though. Danger over as far as Barrytown United is concerned.
Yeah, Barrytown they're a big team. Any sort of corner or set piece that TNS deliver into that box will need to be pinpoint, because they've got a huge aerial threat in that back line to clear those balls.
No hat-trick for McManus this afternoon because he's replaced by Jordan Williams.
I think Deck will be fuming, to be honest with you, because
he wants hat-trick, doesn't he?
He wanted the hat-trick there.
And we've only played 27 of the second half.
Yeah.
So 18 to go.
I think he knows himself. There's going to be a couple of opportunities for either team, I'd say, in this game. So hopefully TNS can put one away and seal this game.
It's what we were talking about just now, though. It's individual players, but the manager, the head coach in our case, always sees it from the big picture. It's all about the result, and if you get the result tonight, although some players might be happy that they didn't play, were taken off, weren't on the bench, didn't travel or whatever, but if they win tonight, as far as Craig Harrison's concerned, that justifies everything, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, we were talking about it before the game, weren't we, Rev? It's a results-based industry. You don't get the results, and you're under pressure, instantly.
Beecher plays the ball in, cleared by Hudson, out to play, and Wilmot takes the throw. Robbie Wilmot, still on the left-hand side, decides to play it straight in, bounces once, bounces behind, and it's a goal kick to the New Saints. Who would want to be a manager, eh?
Not me.
I don't think I would be ruthless enough with people. I'd think about people's feelings. I'd probably have a squad of 11 so they could all play 90 minutes each week.
Yeah, it is a thankless task, isn't it? But saying that, who would be a referee or a linesman as well?
Oh, I wouldn't want to be a referee at all in this day and age.
It was bad enough refereeing under 9s and under 14s and 16s games with the kids, to be honest with you.
I can imagine. The
parents can get a bit feisty when little Johnny's when he's getting fouled.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a thankless task, to be honest.
2-1 to TNS. Barrytown United know that they are just that one goal away, though, from getting themselves back into this fixture. The other finalist has already made their way into the final as a result of Aberystwyth Town beating Cardiff City yesterday. Went to penalties, that one.
Yeah, I saw the penalty to Aberystwyth. You know, very similar to what happened in the Aston Villa game, wasn't it?
Yeah, quite bizarre, really.
Yeah, it was.
Do you feel the referee should have a little bit of common sense in that situation, where he's not handling it intentionally, he does genuinely feel that it's there? Or do you think, no, those are the rules, you need to be switched on and it's a penalty?
It depends if you were an Aberystwyth or a Cardiff City fan, to be honest.
Or an Aston Villa fan.
Yeah, you know, you'd be fuming if it was given against you, but, you know, referees have got hard enough task as it is, and they have to follow the letter of the law, and the letter of the law said that it was a penalty, but sometimes, you know, you just wish common sense would be used a bit more.
15 minutes to go, and Yorworth is shown a yellow card as he brings down Leo Smith in full flight. Mike says that Ree is getting very excited as she answers some football trivia. Tell her to behave, because she's talking over your commentary. We can't have that, can we, Adrian? Come on, Rianne, behave. Well, Rianne's excited. Will Mike be excited come the final whistle? That's the question, isn't it? And that's a free kick there against the New Saints. It was Canavan who fouled Kavanagh. Certainly end-to-end stuff here at Jenner Park. And we're both pretty excited at the moment, but yeah, still lots of chances to come, no doubt. And it's Wilmot who takes the free kick for the home side. Players are strung out in a line outside the penalty area. Ball bounces, hooked away there by the New Saints. It was Pascu who got the right boot to that one. Began his career at West Ham United. Was on the bench as well for the Hammers. Then moved to Coventry City, where he played a number of games in the English Championship. Some great pedigree out there, isn't it, when you think of the history? I mean, Yorworth as well has been an English Football League player as well. And you think of players, it's not just, well, he was at Liverpool, but he only played for the under-7s. These are players that have played actually top-flight football in the English system.
Yeah, there's a number of players, isn't there, that have got a lot of
games. At least Championship, etc.
Yeah. A lot of games in the Championship, League 1, League 2 under their belts.
Yeah, Jordan Williams is one as well. Came on as a substitute just now for Declan McManus. And of course, McManus has played at the high levels of Scottish football north of the English border. It's another free kick.
Yeah, it's a bit harsh on Canavan there, to be honest.
Yeah, very harsh. Well, that was a decisive header from Pascal, otherwise McLagan could have been through.
He stretched every sinew to get his head to that ball, didn't he?
He did indeed. Every sinew of his London-born body. That's where Josh Pask hails from. Was with West Ham's academy as a youngster. He's also been at Newport County as well. Beecher to take the throw. It's going to be a long one. The players make their way in and around the 6-yard box as the throw comes in. It's Hudson who gets the header. Now it's Bradley, picks it up. He's got no one ahead of him, but he does well to poke it through in the end. But it is back with the home side. We did say there'd be more goals. Well, at the moment we've played 33 minutes of this second period, and none as of yet. Other than McLagan, of course, we did say there would be more goals after he found the back of the net in the 54th minute.
Yeah, Barry there just pushed Sainty up now as an additional forward up there. So
triple substitution for the New Saints. Well, Chestovich is coming off for Danny Davis, and it's at Redmond for Canavan. And I would say it's Holden for Clark. So as we said, we can only see the front of the board. Well, we can't see the front of the board, but we can only see the back of it, and it's not illuminated there. FAW cost-saving
cost-saving exercise there.
Yeah. Joking aside, of course, a triple substitution there for the New Saints. Cheslovich, Canavan and Holden off, and Davis, Redmond and Clark on. We talk about the quality of TNS's squad. Well, we've had 4 substitutions so far. The 3 we've just mentioned previously with Jordan Williams on from McManus. It's like for like as far as quality is concerned, isn't it?
No, it is. You know, one player comes out, another player comes in, but it doesn't dilute the quality of the team. You know, that's what TNS do possess. And you know, this season, you know, with the amount of games that they have played so far.
Long diagonal ball across from the right hand side. Beecher rises, he can't connect. Davis stoops, lets the ball out, and it's a throw in that Davis just on as a substitute. One of the triple changes that Craig Harrison made. Now Pask hooks it forward, but straight onto the head of Sainty. Then it's Smith who nods it forward. Then it was nodded down there by Richards. Clark on the byline down the right hand side, comes in field. Now Smith outside the penalty area, beats a couple of players, can't get the shot in. Clark, that's a low one there too. Wilson goes for goal, straight at the keeper. Still 2-1 here at Jenner Park.
Yeah, I thought Leo had a decent opportunity there to hit the ball. He decided to pass it, and unfortunately Adam Wilson's shot went straight down the throat of the keeper. But here come TNS again. Sean fouled there, but the referee's chosen not to see that one again. So, yeah.
Well, Bradley's protesting. I think that's both Sean and you in the gantry here. Double protestation.
Would
of
be
course,
a referee.
all about Tom
Would be a
Owen.
referee. Yeah.
You would be a referee, as we said just now. Thank you for joining us on TNS TV and TNS Radio this afternoon for this Nathaniel MG Cup semi-final encounter between Barrytown United and the New Saints. Sainty down the left-hand side. Owen to chase does very well there. The substitute who came on just now tried to find Sainty, but great play from Redmond. Captain fantastic. We described him recently in the 3-2 victory against Penabont when he scored a screamer of a goal. 87 minutes on the clock. TNS down but not out, dead but not buried, came back to life and rescued the 3 points. They were a big 3 points, weren't they, against Penabont?
Oh yeah, you know, there was a title race going on at half time, wasn't there? You know, with TNS 2-0 up. But yeah, it just shows the character that's in the squad, that they were able to pull it back.
Come on, Rianne, I hope you're behaving yourself now and not talking over the commentary. The Chairman Mike Harris been cooking this afternoon. He's been tidying the house. He'll be messing about with the washing machine later and the tumble dryer.
I've got visions of Mike and a Pinny now just around the stately home.
No, stop it. my mind's running wild with my imagination.
Yeah, it's one of those things you'd never unsee, isn't it?
At the thought of Mike Harris and a Pinny in the kitchen. TNS with the ball outside the penalty area. Now it's Bradley. Just outside the box, cuts in field, still outside the box. Does well there. Ball played back and back again, and Bodnam across to Hudson. Into the penalty area, bounces a couple of times, collected by Reese. Bowls that one forward for Beecher. Richards just outside the penalty area there. Barry doing well there. Good ball through from Kavanagh to Owen, but Roberts to the rescue. Boots that one forward. Surely that was a push there on Jordan Williams, but again, nothing given by the referee.
Yeah, he's, you know, I know I might be a little bit biased, but he has missed an awful lot for TNS tonight, so...
Mike Harris, well, he's listening to us. So Rianne's talking over our commentary hasn't been too bad because Mike can still hear us. He says there is no limit. There is a limit, no ironing. He will not do any ironing. Come on, Rianne, get the ironing board out. Get the washing that's now dry. Get Mike on the ironing. It's a yellow card for Craig Harrison. Craig Harrison not very happy there, and referee gives him a yellow card.
Yeah, I think Craig might feel the same as what we feel up here, that one or two of the decisions are not going TNS's way. A couple of baffling ones, to be completely honest with you, but
well, we've got 5 minutes to go before the board goes up. We might not be able to see how many minutes there are on it, but I'm sure there will be a few, and we're about to see the board imminent because there will be a substitution. We know it's Lewis coming on. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, good work by Sean, beating two men on the left again, just squaring it across, and unfortunately Jordan on his stronger foot just past the post.
Well, we don't know who's coming off yet. We know that Lewis is coming on. We couldn't see the board. Oh, behind the goal. We'll see the player in a moment. It's Richards. Richards comes off, and Lewis comes on. We're into the final 4 minutes now. 2-1 to the New Saints. I don't know if we will see our extra goal, but I suppose it is 2-1 to TNS. Both you and I would settle for that at this moment in time.
Yeah, we'd be happy with it now. Barry they're leaving a lot of gaps there. They're pushing men forward, but yeah, TNS have just got to be so careful. We've been caught out by a few last minute and late goals this season. Don't want it to happen again tonight.
But Barrytown United. As we push on into the final minutes of this game, 3 minutes to go, and then we'll see the board. Probably a lot more minutes than 3, I would imagine.
Yeah, it always seems to be about 4 minutes these days, doesn't it? Especially with substitutions being made in the second half. So I think we were looking at 4 or 5 minutes minimum.
Thank you for your company this evening anyway on TNS TV and TNS Radio. I'm Stuart Bloor, joined by Adrian Bradley, who's driven all the way to the game from North Wales down the A470. Will it be a happy journey home? Let's hope so. It's Beecher down on the left-hand flank. Gets the ball into the box, but unfortunately for the home side, over the crossbar and behind for a goal kick. Just over 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, that's it. TNS just got to be careful, not concede any free kicks in dangerous areas or corners, especially the size of this Barrytown side. They're a big unit. So yeah, just need to sort out their game management and get across the line with as little left to play.
Connor Roberts will take the goal kick. The players make their way mostly to the right hand side and mostly in the TNS half. Mostly TNS players. They are 2-1 up after all, not chasing the game. The ball goes in the direction of Williams, but it's Sainty who gets the header, and now the ball's on the deck and Bodnam chases, but Roberts does very well there against Owen. He's been a revelation, hasn't he, Owen, the number 18?
He's done well, fair play to him. Been a thorn in TNS's side.
Well, we have just 1 minute to go. Will Barrytown get themselves back into this game? Remember, it goes straight to penalties as well.
Yeah, fourth official just about to put his board up now. It'll be quite interesting to see how many more minutes he actually puts up to play.
Quite interesting if we can see how many minutes he puts up.
Well, yeah.
McLagan, Davis does well. Plays the ball forward. It's still in play, right the way down the line there. Couldn't have done that if he wanted to, I think.
Yeah, I think Wilson will feel hard done by that. He didn't win the free kick for TNS there as well. Bit of another puzzling decision by the ref.
15 seconds to go. David Morgan there has a look at his watch. He's got the board in his right hand. He has another look at his watch. He's about to put that board up now. 5 seconds to go.
The Barry manager's not too happy seeing what time he's going to put out there, but
yeah, Stephen Jenkins.
It's 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes at the end of this game. 300 massive seconds to come for both sides.
Your mathematics are better than mine's there, Bev.
Reese with the ball, looking for Yorworth. Well, they've stuck Yorworth up front, haven't they now? Nothing to lose at all. We know he's a big, strong player. You talked about that earlier. Great play from Leo. Sainty does well. Chest that one down against Williams. Turns the Barry Town United number 4. Sliding challenge there from Smith. But the referee waves play on. It's Kavanagh. Long ball on the edge of the box, and the New Saints get the header there with Bodnam. It looks like being an exciting climax to this game.
Yeah, I think he's going to pull. He's going to pull play back afterwards.
I think he will.
Leo's looking at a yellow for that.
I think Leo will get a yellow card for that one. Good job he didn't make contact, really.
Yeah.
Sainty turns against Davis. Back to Reese. It's an exciting finish to this encounter for sure. Almost as exciting as seeing Mike Harris in his pinafore doing the ironing.
Yeah. Hopefully I'll sleep tonight with that thought in my head.
It beats counting sheep.
Yeah.
Will there be any more goals in this game? Well, if there is, we most definitely wanted to go the way of the New Saints, of course. Well, we are TNS TV, TNS Radio. We try to be fair. We try to be unbiased. But, of course, it is a club radio. And as from this season, Club TV as well. So we do appreciate everyone who joins us for our games that we broadcast in association with Henstone Distillery, Planet Hippo, and RUKgroup.com. Well, Mike's in tune with us tonight, talking about him in his pinafore. We want to see a picture. He says, "You boys won't be getting that lucky." So you can sleep well tonight, Adrian.
There you go. Thank God for that. Hey. No offence, Mike.
We just didn't want to see you in your pinafore, Mike. You sent lots of pictures tonight, ranging from Rianne in front of the television to Mike's beef that he's been cooking this afternoon, but we haven't seen our chairman in his pinafore. Yorworth, who's gone up for the latter stage of this game. He wins the header, kept in by Beecher. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. The assistant indicates that it did go out. So a yellow card at last for Leo Smith.
You think Leo thought he might have got away with that one, but yeah.
Well, it shows how much I know. It's lamb. That was lamb. That was a big piece of lamb, wasn't it?
Lamb.
That was a big piece of lamb. It looked like beef to me, but it's lamb. So Mike Harris has been cooking the lamb this afternoon. Did it taste nice, Rianne? No comment.
It must have been overdone because we both thought it was a lump of beef, didn't we? So
you thought it was bison from Bala.
Yeah, Mike must have left it in for a couple of extra hours.
Bison from Bala. It's Barry Town United who are throwing the kitchen sink at the New Saints, keeping in tune with our culinary illustrations there. We've played 3 minutes of the 5 at the end of the game. Beecher with a long throw goes into the penalty area. Yorworth gets the header but knocks it back out. Wilson gets a header, drops there. to George, floated in. Another header from Bodenham. Players battling for the ball outside the penalty area, chipped in again and booted forward by Jack Bodenham. The New Saints holding on at the end of this game. We've got just seconds to go, 30 seconds to go. Jordan Williams on the run.
Oh, he's headed for the corner.
There's a challenge, the ball goes out, it's a throw into the New Saints. Surely with 20 seconds to go, that must be it. Come on, Rev, Mike Harris says. Say as the curtains come down on this game, because Mike has been cooking curtains. Beef curtains, he said.
I think Sean, he'll be in the corner now. Yeah.
Bradley's got the ball in the corner, hasn't he? Bundled over, no free kick. Oh, that one runs through, and in the end it's
dummy by Pasca.
Davis. The whistle goes for the final time. It's 2-1 to the New Saints. A brace from Declan McManus in the first half, and then Kay McLagan gets one back, but no more goals after that. Happy with the result, and what about the performance?
Yeah, I think it was a good performance first half by TNS. They went in half time well in control, came out, Barry had a go, they had it was a great ball for the goal, scored a good goal, that sort of changed the dynamic of the game. They huffed and puffed, but yeah, apart from that chance where I'm not sure how they didn't score, to be completely honest with you, I think that was the only real opportunity they had in the second half.
Yeah. And I've got to ask you as well, of course, narrowing it down even further, Sean's performance this afternoon, he's played the full 90 minutes. Are you a happy, proud father looking on? Yeah,
no, I thought he played really well. He was a constant thorn in the right back side over there. He stuck to him like glue, but got some good balls off, played well. Yeah, I thought he had a really good game.
Yeah, George was certainly well worked this afternoon down the right back position for Barrytown United, but Bradley involved, and that's what he wants, and it's up to the players that perhaps haven't had the minutes that they've been getting to then say to Craig Harrison, look, this is what I can do. Yeah, no, it's a big squad, isn't it? And every player that's in that squad wants to play football. Sean's no different. Hopefully, putting in a good performance like this in a big game, semi-final of the cup, progressing to the final. Hopefully, it'll put him in a good place over the next sort of couple of weeks and having a bit more game time with the team. Well, it is 2-1 final score here at Jenner Park. And it's the New Saints who make their way into the final, which will be against Aberystwyth Town in the new year. Thank you for joining us this evening. We do appreciate it. If you're on TNS TV, you'll be able to watch some highlights of the game, and we will be back on air and back across the airwaves on Wednesday as we travel to Maes Tegid to play Bala Town back in the JD Cymru Premier. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We'll most certainly enjoy ours.